Today we're talking about The Book Tree. This is a children's picture book that has messages of activism, the importance of books and stories, and that kids can change the world. So first, when you pick up this book, it's a really nice, this version is a hardcover. It has a really great embossed title, so if you were to run your finger along it, it's slightly raised. And if you look close, you can see that the leaves of the trees have different languages. The end papers are also a really sweet detail. They have a book print with more of these pages of books that are like leaves on the trees. So I'd like to start by reading you 2 pages. So the first 2 pages, I'll show you the illustrations. Nestled in the branches of a tree, Arlo opened his book and breathed in. Beginnings were always the best part. They smelled as if anything were possible. Bonk. I'm sorry, Mayor. I got lost in my book and it slipped. Preposterous! Books are dangerous. I don't trust them. They act like seeds, which grow into ideas, and ideas turn into questions. I will tell you what you need to know. So as the story progresses with this great text, the mayor decides to ban books. He ends up throwing them all away, tearing them up, and all that's left is a single page that floats away until it's slowly buried by the mud. Arlo is so sad. He scratches the end into the dirt next to him, and the town starts to decline. Because there's no books, the restaurants don't have cookbooks, and they start to serve cereal. Because there's no books, story time turns into nap time, and it talks about a whole bunch of different aspects in the town that really start to suffer, with the saddest being the library. However, that one lost page that floated into the mud, or was sucked up by the mud, ended up sprouting into a book tree. And Arlo decided to write and write because his idea was that words were turning into stories. So he starts telling everybody about them, and at first they just pass by. But then suddenly, this book tree starts to bring people in. People realize the importance of stories. They realize that words matter, stories matter, and that everybody needs books. This book, The Book Tree, has so many amazing reviews. There are dozens of them listed on our Barefoot Books website, including Kirkus reviews. So a fun fact about the author is that he actually failed a college writing paper and was told to get a tutor. So then he spent 20 years as a chemist. And he actually wrote a different book before this that he went to a book signing and nobody showed up. And as he was walking around the location of the book signing, he ended up having the idea for writing this book tree. So it's a really great story of persistence and how sometimes you need to stick with things to know that you can make a difference. And then the illustrator is also very renowned. And you can see that she's got very striking, unique images. And you're going to see a lot of the same colors throughout the whole book. So you're going to see this really deep, vivid blue. You're going to see this rich golden yellow color. There's some really unique architecture depicted here. And then my favorite part is that the leaves of the trees and the plants do have all this great text in other languages. So there is a quick synopsis of the book tree and a few things that makes it special. If you have anything to add, please share with everyone.